Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy T, putting the G in geek, coming to you with another episode of On the Hunt. You know, the weekly web series where I kind of tell you guys the hot books that I'm looking for. I gotta start this video off like all the videos off by saying, you know, this isn't really investment advice. This isn't really financial advice, you know what I mean? We're just trying to get some of the hot books at cover price. It's all for fun, so please don't spend your rent money. Another point of this video is to share information with each other, share information with me. I don't know what you're getting. I may want to get it. Day is young. It's the best day of the week. Comic day. So let's get right to it. So as usual, we're going to start out with Marvel. But before I start out, I just want to remind you guys that if you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell and do all that stuff. You know, it kind of really helps us out. So let's get right to Marvel. The first book I'm going to pick up from Marvel is Infinity Wars #2. After finding out who Requiem was in the last issue, we get to see where this kind of goes. Seems like it could be some interesting stuff. Some twists and turns can happen in the wake of that news. The next book I'm going to pick up is Infinity Wars #2. I'm actually going to look for the secret unmasked variant that they talk about. They talk about it, it's actually a pretty decent variant. I mean, it's the exact same cover as the Infinity Wars, but the mask off. But I do think the cover's pretty decent. I like it better than the Hawkeye cover from a few months back there. If you do hunt this and really want it, like just for your PC, I would suggest it. But if you are kind of looking for this book for a quick flip, I would do just that and make sure that it's a quick flip. If you remember that unmasked Hawkeye variant from a little while ago, to let you know, like the other day I bought, maybe not the other day, a week or two ago, I actually bought that book for, I don't know, $6 or $5. And to tell you the truth, I don't even know why I bought it, you know what I mean? I just bought it because I missed it the day it came out, but even looking back on it, I'm like, it's very meh. So I don't know, if you like that cover just for the cover, make sure to grab it, but if you're doing it for some sort of flip, make sure you do that quickly. I find the secret Marvel variants don't really go too well. The next book I'm going to pick up is Weapon X #22. This debuts the newest X team into the Marvel Universe. They're calling it Weapon X Force. It looks pretty interesting, you know what I mean? I'll definitely grab one for the team, for that new debut of the team. And next I just move on to some covers. The first book I'm going to pick up for the cover is Cable and Deadpool Annual #1, the Rob Liefeld B cover. It's a decent cover. I mean, Liefeld has his fans, so this cover should get their attention. I know he's horrible on the feet and stuff like that, but as you can see in this cover, he's omitted that, so you know what I mean. Like they said, Liefeld has his fans, and anytime he draws Deadpool, I feel like they come out the woodwork. The next book I'd pick up is Extermination #1, just the regular Mark Brooks cover. Just for the cover again, I'm enjoying Mark Brooks as much as anyone. I find he has a lot of good stuff going on right now, a lot of cool B covers. I like it's a nice colorful cover with kind of the split of characters, so you get a bunch of characters on it. The next thing I'd pick up is Star Wars Beckett #1, just the regular JTC cover. I don't mind this cover, but I do like JTC. I do like any JTC art that isn't action figure based, as I'm sure you guys know now. So yeah, I'm glad to pick one of those up for cover price. Usually I'm finding them after the fact, but this is one that I can pick up right off the shelf, I guess. Next book I'm going to pick up is Tony Stark Iron Man #3, just the Adam Hughes variant cover. This is just more Adam Hughes for the collection. I always like me some Adam Hughes, so I'll probably pick that up. I do like the cover. It's decent, you know what I mean? I actually kind of do find it better than the Superman not 2, but 1, but still. Either way, it's pretty nice, and I'm definitely going to grab that. The last book I'm going to pick up from Marvel is Weapon H #6, the J. Scott Campbell Return of Fantastic Four variant. This is not a bad JSC cover. I'm actually not minding his Invisible Girl. I find that she has a good look, has a little bit of thickness to her, you know what I mean? So definitely, again, just like Liefeld, JSC has his fans, so I'm going to pick that up for sure, and that's it from Marvel. Next, we're going to move on to DC, and really only one book that I'm going to pick up as far as events go from DC, and that is Pearl #1. This is a new Brian Michael Bendis book that will debut a new major DC character named Pearl. This is the same creator team that brought Jessica Jones to life, so, you know, debuting a major new DC character, you never know what kind of legs that could have, and it seems like it's a hero, so that might be a good grab, as opposed sometimes the villains, they don't really pan out too well. And then I would just move on to some covers. In my opinion, DC really killing it with the upcoming artists and the B covers, and also offering them for cover price. Not really doing much of the incentive game, which I like. And the first one I pick up is Aquaman number 39, the Joshua Middleton cover. This is a great cover featuring Mera. Middleton is a star on the rise for sure. I'm liking a lot of his stuff, and I'm loving this Mera cover. I find she looks really regal. Redheads can never, nothing wrong with a nice redhead, and it's a really regal looking cover, so I'm definitely going to pick that up for sure. And next I'd pick up, this is the week of the Middleton, so next I'd pick up Batgirl number 25, again, the Joshua Middleton beat cover, or the variant. It's a really nice Batgirl cover. I like it, but I don't love it. I like how it's almost lifelike. Again, Middleton coming off. It's a really good cover, but I don't know. There is something about the look on the face, but still, I like it enough. I'll definitely grab one, and I suggest everyone grab one. He's been really hot on the Batgirl stuff, and with how lifelike this looks, I can see it definitely trending or going up for sure. Next, I'd pick up Batman number 53, the Carrie Andrews variant cover. This is a great cover that looks awesome. Carrie Andrews is another artist that's coming up. I really like the detail in it. I like how he kind of draws a stubbled Batman a lot, you know what I mean? Like, not really shaven, just like up all night, fighting crime, you know what I mean? I don't know, I kind of like the gritty look of his Batman. And the last book I'd pick up just for the cover is Injustice versus Masters of the Universe number 2. Just a regular cover. I don't know, it's just a great cover of He-Man going toe-to-toe with Supes. I gotta be honest, man, I loved He-Man as a kid, you know what I mean? I have the power! For any of you old schoolers that kind of remember that. Okay, enough of that. That's my childhood showing, but hey man, when I watched all that and all the He-Man back in the day, I had no clue that he was actually supposed to be tough enough to go toe-to-toe with Supes. I don't know, I'm grabbing that just for the cover just because I like the visualization of it. And that's gonna wrap up DC. Moving right along, we're gonna hit up some Image, and only really one book I'm gonna pick up from Image this week, and that is Crowded number 1. I'm hearing online that this is supposedly a great read. I heard it was optioned before Final Order cut off, so be careful before you kind of go too heavy. You know what I mean? I heard this was optioned, but again, when it's before Final Order, that means all the stores can up their orders. That doesn't necessarily mean they did, but they could have. The story reads that it's 5 minutes into the future of the world where the world economy runs on job shares and apps. So enter Reaper, a crowdfunding app that funds assassinations. A girl named Charlie Edison is enjoying a normal life when all of a sudden she finds that she's targeted by the assassination app for $1 million. She in turn hires a bodyguard off of an app called Defender, and then she tries to, of course, find out who's trying to kill her before time's up. I like how it's just kind of a near future story, kind of revolving around the whole social media craze, crowdfunding. It might be interesting, fun romp. I'm not too sure if it's supposed to be a comedy book, but that's what I'm going to check out from Image. Next up in a short week is Aftershock Comics, so we're just going to get right to it. And the book I'm going to pick up this week from Aftershock is called Volition number 1. The story reads that in a not too distant future, again, I don't know what it is about not too distant futures this week. In a not too distant future, an artificial intelligence has spawned a race of robots to save humanity. Most robots are considered second-rate citizens, while a few in the AI community struggle for equal rights. While a horrible virus called Rust threatens the robots' world, it's up to an obsolete construction worker and a caregiver to be the salvation and maybe change the balance of power on Earth forever. So you kind of get that whole, minorities, trying to fight for equality kind of story out of that. Might be something kind of interesting, something to check out. Definitely going to have to flip through these indies and check the art because, that's what I'm all about. And I am about story as well, but the art really keeps me engrossed. So that's what I'm going to check out from Aftershock. Lastly, in a short week of new comics, I'm going to move on to a company called Source Point Press. The book I'm going to pick up from Source Point Press this week is called Rejected number 1. They're already reporting that this is sold out. It's very small press, so I don't know if you're actually even going to find this book around, which usually I like to grab little stuff like that. I find they often go for 12s or whatever later on, especially if it turns out to be decent. I can name a couple of books recently that I kind of grabbed like that have kind of had a little bit of a resurgence, or sorry, that have surged a little bit, not a resurgence. But yeah, so sometimes I like taking, risks on these little ones. They read that the story is of a little boy who is bullied and abused, and finds an otherworld friend who offers him protection and a spot in his family, but at what cost? So it might be a story about bullying and stuff like that. A lot of those kind of tropes this week where you get these kind of message books, but still could be something neat. It'd be interesting to see. I could be totally way off base. Bullying could only be the gateway into this otherworld family and the creepy things that go on with it. So it might not even be focused on bullying, but still. It looks like a pretty interesting book. The cover art looks interesting. The guy looks a little bit creepy. I don't know. I'm definitely going to have to flip through it. And that's the end from Source Point Press. Well, guys, that's going to do it for another episode of On the Hunt. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that good stuff. Always check out SaddleCityComics.com. We got a lot of new books and slabs on there, always for you guys to check out. Check out also the other content we have coming. I'm hoping to do a new comic day haul a new comic book day haul tomorrow. So hopefully, if time willing, you get to see that and see exactly what I ended up getting while I was out there. I thought that might be fun to kind of check out. Hey man, I would love to stay and chat with you guys, you know what I mean? But time is ticking. Got to get my butt out there and get these books. Hope you guys have good luck getting these books too. See you next week. Peace.